All right, as I always do, I try to take some notes and try to take a shot at summarizing some of the key points I heard here today. We talked about progress. What hit me right away is we're doing it. I mean, when we first got into this, DevOps is happening. It's being done. It's being done in lots of areas. Progress is being made in education. Progress is being made in better understanding of what this is all about. I told you coming into today's show, you guys are educating me because I do think there was a lot of confusion in DevOps and Agile and containerization and is it a process? How's it with the methodology or whatever? And I think I also heard that we've got great evolution going on. It's just getting better and better and better. We've stepped on that first rung some time ago, and we're partway up the ladder now in terms of getting it all done. And I heard a lot about results orientation, and we hit the governance pretty hard, the fact that governance is important. When we talked about programs, we hit the VA benefit system, we hit the postoffice.com website, USCIS E-Verify, the headquarters content management. And we heard about performance improvements. I heard some statistics and things like that about just how much performance improvement we're seeing. And to me, when you are able to demonstrate quantitative results and performance, it makes it a no-brainer that we want to do this. Lessons learned, I heard that engaging all the stakeholders, getting everybody involved that's going to be impacted is extremely important. We talked about culture change, and again I heard the just do it thing. You can't just work through everybody's concerns about, well, how's this impact me, that whatever, just start doing it and get people on board. And we talked a lot about on lessons about tools. There's a lot of tools coming today. There are new tools, and what we do know is DevOps is a hot topic. What we do know is people in Silicon Valley and companies that are making tools are going to know it too. So they're going to constantly be coming out with bigger and better products. And I think a challenge in the government's been, how to get these bigger and better product tools, or these new innovation and creative ideas in. And in order to do that, you might have to take some things out to manage within that budget process. When we talked about challenges, we talked about architecture, and when you're doing DevOps, you're still within a large architecture. And we talked about the importance of security up front. We talked about the challenges, especially day and age with cybersecurity being such a hot topic, and reading about breaches day after day after day, that security's got to be something that is a challenge that has to be met right up front. We talked about compliance, and I believe Jeffrey brought up finance. Some of the challenges around finances and managing within budgets and how you're going to do all this stuff. I also heard under the challenges the word trust. You need to build trust in the organization, and if you can get people on board and they trust you, it makes things a lot easier. Future, quicker development. I heard DevOps becoming standard operating procedures and being used by default. And the only thing I'll add to the future conversation is we better get this stuff in place before the kids enter the workforce, because they're going to expect things to be done overnight. They're not going to expect things to take a year. They're going to expect things to take, there's an app for that tomorrow.